Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris and today we are going to be talking about my 5-year plan. Before I get started, I just want to kind of talk about something a mentor of mine told me a long time ago that I have found very wonderful, which is there is no dream that's too big, and never fear having a dream too big. Even if it sounds ridiculous, if it's something that you want, go after it. You know, there's nothing too big, there's nothing you can't do. And you know, if you fall short shooting big, then in my 10-year plan, I'll keep shooting for it, and falling short of a big dream, I land somewhere pretty great too. So that's kind of something that I really hold to in these. The other thing too is when I read them to you, I'm going to read them to you as if I already achieved them, which is something that I think is also very important. If you don't believe or can't see yourself achieving your goals, then you probably won't, because it's just not something that you'll ever push to create reality. So starting off with number 1, I own a farm in Wisconsin with cows and agriculture. This is one that I really want. I love the outdoors, I love the countryside, and yeah, I want to be waking up in the morning with animals, with the grass, the trees, the breeze, just all of it is something that I want. So I own a farm. The second one, I make $250,000 a year. You see me smiling there a little bit. I know it is a big goal, but in 5 years' time, a lot can happen. And part of this whole process is trying to figure out how we're going to get there. And I'm excited to do that. So that's my goal. It might seem big, it might seem crazy, but that's what I'm shooting for. That's what I'm going to do. And yeah, I make $250,000 a year. That's number 2. Number 3, I have found and have married my wife. This one's pretty straightforward. In the next 5 years, I really want to have found the person I'm meant to be with and hopefully have married them. I'm not trying to put a timer on, when I'm going to be married. You can't really time romance like that, but I know that personally, I haven't done all I can do to find this person. I haven't done all I can do to be the best person I can be for them. And really what I'm hoping to do in these next 5 years is obviously to find them, to marry them, but more importantly to take the steps that I can to put myself in a position such that this will happen. And I have not done that over the course of my life. And so I'm excited to work on this one, and hopefully in the next 5 years, we make it happen. All right, number 4, I want to become strong. Specifically, I want to bench 225 pounds. I want to deadlift and squat 315 pounds. Now the deadlift and squat might be kind of light, and to be honest, I don't really know. I kind of looked online, like what ratio from bench to the other ones, you know? I, in my lifting career, have not been a great leg day connoisseur until recently. So I'm kind of going off the web, and also, I'm not really sure what my limits are. Currently, I'd need to check where I'm at, but I'm not really near either of these, but I'm going to get there. All right, number 5. What is number 5? Let's take a look. Dude, how did I forget a whole ass number? All right, number 5. I've created a social circle of Orthodox Christian friends, and kind of breaking this down, I have a lot of great friends. I'm very blessed to have the friends that I do have in my life. But I feel like one area that is lacking for me is having a lot of friends who are really involved in the church and in faith. And for me, I want to find some people that I can go to church with that share my values and share my beliefs. And that's not to say that the friends that I have now, just because they don't share those beliefs, doesn't mean that I don't love them any more than someone who does. But it is really nice sometimes to have people around you that just get you in that way spiritually. It's something that I grew up not really having. I got a great taste of it in college. I had some really great friends from church, and it's something that I'd love to emulate here in Chicago. I have one great friend already but I really want to expand my circle and kind of create a social circle of Orthodox Christian friends. So that's number 5. All right, number 6. I have read 40 books over the past 5 years. Now, 40 books maybe doesn't seem like a lot, especially to some of the people who read a ton. I'm not one of those people. I do not read consistently. I do not read very much. And the books that I tend to choose to read are normally a lot more intense. I don't know. I like when I read something for it to be extremely stimulating mentally and to be challenging, and also to be something that I feel cultures me and educates me and feels productive, which might tend to actually be something that people say, well, you don't need to read like, this book here. Everyone's like, why are you reading this book, right? You know what I mean? Like, why not just read books that you want to read? And my answer to that is, I do want to read that book. I want to understand that book, and I would like to be educated in great books. And so my goal, I have read 40 books over the past 5 years. I kind of broke it down to a little less than a book a month. I want to give myself a little leeway here. I don't even read a book a month right now, so a lot of work to do, but it's definitely something that I want to accomplish and something that I will accomplish. So read 40 books. All right, number 7. I have learned the Serbian language and can speak very well. I'm not going to say fluently because I know how challenging Slavic languages are. And I also know at my age, past 25, learning languages is a lot harder, and fluency is nearly not possible. Regardless, Serbian has been a language I've always wanted to learn. It's a language that I would love to pass down to my children someday. It holds a lot of cultural significance to me, and it's something that I want to learn. So goal number 7, I have learned the Serbian language. Goal number 8, I am educated in my faith. I have done the daily readings and scripture readings over the past 5 years. I pray consistently and every day, and I am able to lead a family in faith. This one is pretty straightforward. My faith means a lot to me, and I certainly, as much as I say I care about it, it's something that I struggle with, especially prayer and especially doing the readings. So I would like to educate myself and become a man that can lead a family spiritually and faithfully. And that's number 8 to me, is that I've done the work and that I'm able to do that. Number 9, I'm an amazing public speaker, and I am also well-spoken. This one, to me, is just very important for overall confidence and something that I've always wanted to be able to do, which is public speak. I wouldn't say I'm bad at public speaking, but I also don't think that it's something that necessarily comes naturally. It's honestly, when I do public speak, I kind of shut my brain off and kind of just yap away. So I would really like to become well-spoken. I'd like to learn how to speak properly, learn how to convey meaning to people in a profound way and in a way that is elegant. And I'd like to be well-spoken. I'd like to have things to say that are meaningful as well. So that's number 9, and I think that it's a worthy goal. Number 10, I started a charity, and I do charity work regularly. This one is pretty straightforward, though it's not very specific. I know these goals ought to be specific. Some of them I've left open-ended, but this one is one that I really just want to be more involved in service. I want to be more involved in giving back and doing good in the community, and I have a dream of starting a charity, or at least doing a substantial amount of service for my community, helping people in need. And this is something that I really want to work on, and something that I think is really important and is a worthy goal that will motivate me to keep my word to this. All right, those are the 10 goals for my 5-year plan. How I'm going to be tackling this is pretty simple. So I'm going to pick 3 goals of that 10, and I'm going to be working on them each week. So I'm going to have a video that comes out that will kind of go over my current steps for those 3 goals and progress towards those goals. And over the next 5 years, I'll be kind of, going from one goal to the other, no more than 3 at a time, just because if you have more than 3 goals that you're working on at a time, if you're working on all 10, you're really not going to get anywhere. You have to start somewhere. So I'm going to take 3 of those for now, focus on those, and once I've gained some momentum, and it feels like it's the right time to switch to another goal, or it's something that I feel like I want to do, then I will switch to those goals. But that's my 5-year plan. Those are my 10 goals. I'm going to accomplish them, and I'm super excited for taking you along on the ride. And hopefully, in me doing this, hopefully some of you out there feel like this will be helpful to you. Maybe it motivates you to follow what I'm doing, and hopefully together we can achieve what we want and what we set out to. So I'm super excited. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.